Y'all, so what do y'all think of this outcome of Netflix? Let's be real with the people. I know they want to know, y'all.
So the viewers, I feel like, got a story, based off of just obviously what they saw, and they don't have the full story.
Get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up. We finna go deep. Riding on a team. Got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, then I hit the town.
Welcome back.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
We
guys.
in the building.
We are back for another episode of Humble Baddies. I'm Sharelle Rosado.
I'm Ashley Nicole.
And I'm Alexis Welch Stoudemire.
And we are
the Humble Baddies.
I like it.
Not a little glow going on, ladies.
Oh, we going?
A little something.
Y'all been in the sun? Y'all been catching some rays?
No, you've been in the sun. And I ain't talking about the sun.
Ooh.
I'm talking about heat with your hot ass.
Okay.
Lex,
So glow on,
Lexi.
Lex. Glow on then with my bad stuff. Then.
Glow on, Lex. Glow on.
Let me fan myself.
I got you, boo. I got you.
Thank you, ladies.
Good,
Thank
boo.
you.
I love this glow. I love this. First and foremost, it's Black History Month, a time to honor, reflect, and celebrate the rich history, culture, and contributions of Black throughout history.
Yes.
Let's take a moment to discuss the significance of Black History Month, why we celebrate it, and what it personally means to each of us. To me, it's recycling the Black dollar, supporting a Black business.
Yes.
That's what Black history right now means to me.
I love that. Well, speaking of Black businesses and supporting, we are on a show that highlights Black women.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix right now, W.A.G.S To Riches. So thank you so much for supporting us. Y'all tune in. But it does show who we are as Black women. And we're multifaceted. So tune in to us also off the show, but also in our personal space. Y'all can see what we tap into.
I want
we
them
show
to tune
Black
into
excellence.
my Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Off the show.
In the show.
But we are so multifaceted, and I love being a Black woman.
Yeah.
I love my Black children. I love my Blackness. So this month, even though it is the shortest of all the months of the year, that's what makes it rare. Right. We are rare. We are beautiful. We exude essence. Yes. So I just want to say shout out to the ladies sitting here on this panel. Y'all are the definition of Black excellence.
Yes.
So
and you are
so
too.
shout it out.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lex. I agree. I think representation matters. I think, being on a platform like Netflix is huge for us. And I think having our own platform here as Humble Baddies is huge because the reach that we have, there's so many young Black women, young Black men too, who are tuned in and are listening and watching.
Correct.
And, they're looking at us, they look up to us. And so I'm just grateful to have this platform. This is what our ancestors fought for.
That's right.
So for me, that's what, Black History Month is for. And also, I love to always plug HBCUs. Y'all know I went to Tuskegee University, so every chance I get, I always like to shout out, tell your kids about the HBCUs and why they're so important to our culture, to tradition, and to our history. So I like to, tell my kids, take them to the schools. There's so much history. Tuskegee University in itself is a museum. And they're sacred to us. So we can't forget about those important things that make us who we are.
My daughter will be going to FAMU next
Yes.
year.
Okay, shout out to FAMU.
Don't be a FAMU mom.
Yes. We got to
Shout
go
out
to
to-
homecoming.
Yes, for
That's
sure.
fun.
For sure. But and shout out to Shannon Sharp. Let's support Black businesses.
That's right.
Okay.
We have our special cocktail, the Humble Baddies cocktail. We'll disclose it using Shea by La Portier
La
cognac.
Portier.
Yeah.
Period. So thank you, Shannon Sharp. Thank you, Nightcap, for the amazing cognac. It's good. I promise you, it would not put hair on your chest, ladies.
It's smooth.
So smooth
like
and
we
good.
like
You
it.
did your thing with that one.
I loved having a nice cognac though, to finish the evening. I saw my father would like to pour a nice little bit over some ice.
Yes.
And just reflect on the day.
Yeah.
It becomes like a ritual of just just being able to ease into
Oh,
the
it do.
week.
It ease.
You know,
and
it's
it
gonna
ease them
ease
draws
you
down,
out.
down your legs too.
Yeah, yeah.
That cognac
Makes you feeling good?
baby. The cognac do
Get you
something
feeling
different.
nice and warm.
Yes.
Okay.
Those good warm notes, the vanilla, that caramel.
Yes.
Just
And you
it
got to
right.
get the big block of ice too,
Ooh,
right?
the big block.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The big block, not the
big
little one.
block, Not the little one. Not the little one. We do nothing little over here, ladies.
Nothing little.
Nothing little over here.
Okay.
But this is a time to highlight Black businesses. This is a time to use the Black dollar. In our households, we thrive so much. We are become entrepreneurs. We have our own businesses, and a Black dollar moves. When we stop our dollar, shit shuts down.
It does.
Like, it really does shut down. We are power in numbers. So exercise your right to use that Black dollar. And we've been dealing with some things in politics recently with the diversity, inclusion situation.
Trying to pull
DEI,
away.
Come on, the
Black
DEI.
history from our
schools.
books.
Yes.
Yeah.
And DEI, if those who don't know, it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And, you know, it was put in place to help entrepreneurs that are starting up from nothing and have a platform, i.e. your Targets, your Costco's. They're these initiatives that the corporations have put in place for us.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate now that it's becoming removed. You can't go and find what you need for us. Like, our hair is different, our face is different, our colors are different, our essence is different. So shout out to all the Black entrepreneurs that are out there that are starting their businesses, that are helping us like create just the narrative of, look, we can do this too.
Right.
And we're going to support you. We're there for you and help, like, continue looking at different programs that help funding, grants and scholarships that continue your dream. Don't let anything like this stop you from elevating.
But we have to fight against things like this because
we do.
People think that DEI is just for, helping minorities, but it's also for people who have disabilities,
Come on now.
who have autism and things like that. It was put in place so that they could get hired in these big corporations.
Correct.
So people think they just see race. And it's not about that. It's such a bigger picture, and people tend to always focus on the race part of it, and it's not that. So, that's why we're fighting for these things. That's why you have to really vote in your local elections.
That's right.
Because it really is going to affect us.
100%.
I think so. This is off script. What we're going to do, and I decided the ladies are going to support me. We want more Black businesses. So what we want you guys to do is to email us a short paragraph. We want to sponsor a small Black business. $2,500 we're going to give away to a small Black business to help either kickstart or market your business. So send it to humblebadiespodcast@gmail.com, a quick paragraph of why you deserve the $2,500, and we're going to donate to a special
That's
I
exciting.
love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
We have to support more of our businesses because a lot don't. It could take $500 and they may not have it because of the economy.
Yeah.
So if we have it, we're going to be here. We're going to support you guys because we want to see you guys win.
We do.
I'm excited.
February is on and popping, y'all. It's a lot going on.
Oof, child.
It's a lot going on. You have Grammys.
A lot. We need a good month in February because January was a shit show.
Let's be real.
Why was it a shit show,
Let's be real.
Sharelle?
Why was it a shit show? Let's talk about it.
Be real about
And you
it.
relieve we're in February.
Yeah, February is the new year.
Okay. I like that.
It's our new year.
So we're starting new year.
We're starting off
today.
now. Listen, we're gonna start over. It's
It's the month of love.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a lot going on, guys. Forgiveness.
Grace.
Y'all,
Okay.
Anna Baddie, a humble Baddie, was born in February too.
Period. Ooh,
Okay,
make sure your birthday.
It'll end well, guys. Don't worry.
Ooh, you nasty. They think Scorpios are the freaks, but them Pisces.
Pisces
We already
season.
know. This is the sexpert.
The
first of all,
Pisces season, ladies
Look,
and gentlemen.
my auntie is a Pisces, and
Oh, Lord.
It's all true.
Don't tell your auntie business.
It's all true.
I'm not auntie. I love you, but she be giving me all the tips and tricks.
Yeah. It's all good. We're grown.
But yes, February is the new year. But we
Yes.
have a lot of amazing things coming up.
We do. We do.
We got Super Bowl.
Yes. Grammys. This is all good, like February highlights Black excellence, I feel. Like, you know, there's All-Star, there's sports, there's entertainment, and
Love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
Yeah, no.
My stepdaughter's birthday.
Yeah.
2 of them. Yeah.
And I feel like, isn't Valentine's like one of the top like getting married months?
Valentine's is when everybody gets pregnant. That's when the babies are conceived. Like me, I am definitely a Valentine's Day baby.
That's true.
Because I was born in November.
Okay. Yes. The math is mathing.
The math is mathing. I definitely was like, okay, I know what y'all was doing.
So it's romantic, sexy time.
It is.
Okay. I like that.
It is.
But what about us singles?
But didn't they say Valentine's is the most spent holiday? Like people spend the most money on Valentine's Day.
Probably so.
I would think so. Just because of dates and, you know, I feel like marketing, just especially in America, it's you walk into Walgreens, you walk into CVS, and it's like hearts everywhere and roses.
So as single women, how would y'all go about like who you spend your Valentine's Day with if you're dating? You know,
this gonna be my first Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's okay.
No, I'm be with my babies. I'm gonna
you gonna be with your babies?
I'm gonna take them
Okay,
out.
what about you, Lex?
I haven't decided yet if it's going to be beach or snow.
Oh,
Okay, period. Options.
No, but you already know who you going with though.
I might have an idea.
Okay,
I might have an idea. You know,
nice.
see,
I wish they could hear our conversations off camera.
Well, this is gonna be my first Valentine's Day without Phil.
No,
really?
Yeah, because I'm going to All-Star. I'm going for the Tuskegee Classic game, so I'm going to cover that.
You know, we're supposed to play in the tournament, the basketball tournament.
Yeah, the celebrity tournament. But so on Saturday is the HBCU Classic game. So for All-Star weekend, they always have 2 HBCU teams play against each other and just represent for HBCU. So I'll be there representing Tuskegee and covering for AT&T.
Period.
So I'm really excited about that. But I'm leaving Phil.
He gonna surprise you.
He might. That would be
surprise.
That would be very sweet.
Yeah. Ash, what do you think about that? Like being married and really comfortable in your relationship.
Yeah.
Is it just another day for you, Valentine's Day? Like,
no, it's not another day.
Okay.
Like I expect him to still show up and show up.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect like anything like crazy over the top, you know, but you know, he knows what I like. You know what I'm saying? As long as I feel like he, you know, is thoughtful and, you know, I don't like, it's definitely not just any other day.
I understand.
But I am kind of sad that I won't be with him this year. You know what I mean? But it's for work and he's, you know, he's supportive.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I
He
want to
might
get that
pop
bag.
up. You never know.
I
You know
love
what?
that.
I enjoy.
I love that.
My favorite time, probably the best Valentine was with Chad.
Really?
Yes, because each year he had something. Like the first year, he took me to Bell Harbor, and we went to go eat lunch in the middle of the courtyard. And he went down to the Chanel store. Shout out to our girl, Sharonda.
Sharonda,
She's in
girl.
Miami District. She's on big things now. But he went to Sharonda and he got a pink Louis Vuitton bag, a classic, a pink classic. And he came back walking
You mean
with
Chanel bag?
a pink,
Chanel?
a pink.
You said Louis Vuitton.
Oh, I said Louis Vuitton.
You did.
It's okay. Keep going.
It's this shape.
Keep going. I was like, what? Okay.
Wait,
Got
I'm
it.
gonna kill you about
Look,
this.
Got
A
it.
pink Chanel bag.
Okay.
And he came walking down the alley, you know the alley,
Yes.
with it. And he just sat there and surprised. I said, "You are so sweet, like everything."
that
and
is
then the
sweet.
next time he got a helicopter. We went to Key West for lunch. Took me on a little shopping spree. I was like, "You're so sweet."
I like romance.
Like it's
Yeah.
just the little thoughts that you put into it.
Yeah, it's the effort.
It
for
is
me.
the
What you gonna
effort.
get me this? I know we ain't together.
You
and
still
everything.
expecting to get from him?
You can get friendship gifts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Y'all family
I
regardless.
still help him with his business and everything.
So does that mean he gets some that night then?
Ooh.
what?
I'm just saying. Oh, that's not how it works. I don't know.
That's not how it works.
I'm
You
just
know.
asking.
A thank you.
I don't know, Chad. You better come with it.
An
this year.
appreciation.
No.
Okay. This is hilarious.
Sips on that.
Why are y'all asking these questions?
It's
The people
month of
wanna know.
love.
They don't want to know.
Girl, y'all been in the blogs like every
I
damn
was
day.
just about to say that. And what y'all, it's like the date is in February. Like,
Listen to date.
Right. Is y'all getting married? Because Chad said he getting married.
He said
what's
he was
up?
getting married to himself.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that's how it
Well,
works.
he did say if it wasn't Monique, he ain't marrying nobody.
Monique.
Who is Monique?
That's my middle name.
Oh. I was going to say, who is this bitch?
So when you
Like, wait, who?
When you see him side tweet Monique, he's talking about me.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that.
A mess.
Little innuendos and a little nudge.
What was the date?
February 22nd, 2025.
Okay, so we got a few days, Chad.
85.
I hope you
We
got
have
it
some
together.
time. It is the month of love, and I'm a hopeless romantic, so.
When you get married again, like,
Oh, wow. See what she did there? I'm not there yet. I'm enjoying wine tasting.
Oh,
okay, me too. And a little charcuterie board.
Yes.
You
You know how there's a plethora of like options on you got the pickles,
Okay.
you got the pepperonis and the different cheeses.
Yeah.
Yes, I like the
take
the
your
pepper jack cheese.
Okay, so there you go. There you
Okay,
go.
pepper
I like
jack.
a little smoky Gouda.
Okay.
Are
You know
y'all
what I mean?
talking in code right now?
I like
hungry as hell.
an aged cheddar.
Yes, a little age.
Oh, okay. Wow. These
I love
girls.
this. I love this.
Is this a Shea Le Portier?
Look, this little Portier.
Make sure y'all get some Shade by Le Portier for Valentine's Day. I promise you, half of y'all will be pregnant by November.
And we'll have birthdays in November like Ash.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Wait, I said half of y'all will be pregnant
by November.
Half of y'all will be delivering babies.
It's okay.
It's the Shade by Le Portier.
I love this. I love this. Y'all, so what do y'all think of this outcome of Netflix? Let's be real with the people. I know they want to know, y'all. What do
They
y'all think?
do.
The people do want to
What
know.
do y'all think about overall? It's been a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
It's been, Wednesday will be
I'm
2
gonna be
weeks.
honest with y'all. I was not expecting the reaction that we got
From the
I
people
was not
or
either.
from family?
from the viewers.
Okay, from the viewers.
When I watched it, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Like, it's not exactly what I thought the final product was gonna be.
Because we don't see it, by
Exactly.
the way.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Exactly.
And let's make it clear. Because I have consultant producer credits, I have no say-so over cast, over how it's edited, over anything. It's
Yeah.
just, hey, I have an idea. I went to a production company, pitched it to them. They was like, okay, you get your credit. And that's it. Boom, you're out of it.
So my girl ain't got nothing to do with what
Nothing.
y'all saw.
It's
okay?
no puppeteering. It's no maneuvering. It's none of that.
Nothing. Okay. So what I was just most surprised about is a lot of the things that we did film, I didn't see.
Yeah.
And so what you do see is it's kind of hard to really form the actual, like to get the full story because so much was left out.
A lot.
So when I watched it, I still was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But I didn't feel the same reaction, I guess, because I knew what actually
Really
happened,
happened.
right? So the viewers, I feel like, got a story, based off of just obviously what they saw,
Yes.
and they don't have the full story. And it did come off, obviously, that me and Sharelle were like mean girls, and that there was like us against them type of thing. And
I hated the fact that they said you wrote my coattail.
right. I'm
About
like,
you your
how
own person.
so?
Like, this bitch
I'm
is
very
the
much-
alpha female.
Yes.
I'm very much my own person.
You
like
are.
I have my own family, my own businesses, my own life going
Own lane.
on. And a lot of it was filmed and a lot of it was not shown. So
Right.
I feel like me being your friend, and I am a very
You were
direct
guilty by
person.
association.
Yeah, they just kind of like lumped me in with whatever you had going on.
But the thing about it that people don't know, we both served in the Army.
right.
That's
Like,
another thing I want to
that
add for you guys.
Those
Yes.
females who serve in the Army are very direct.
Correct.
We're taught once we go through training,
You
keep
have
it
to
short
lead.
and simple. You
Yeah.
have to lead. You was
Right.
an officer.
Right.
So she had soldiers, high-ranking soldiers up under her. I was a senior enlisted. So we had to get straight to the point, and
Yes.
that's where it
Get
is.
it
And I
done.
think that's where people get the, oh, you're a mean girl, but
no,
no,
we're
it's
just direct about
direct.
how we feel and what's
Yeah.
going on.
That's a big difference.
And I feel like with a lot of the females, they sugarcoated some of the things, how they felt. They didn't know how to let it out.
But see, that part of it, I think, is us having experience being on reality TV.
That's
because
another
for
thing,
me,
too,
I'm
yes.
just showing up to do my job.
Right.
I'm showing up to show my reaction, to tell you what's going on in my mind, like, and to entertain at the end of the day.
Because you have to be extra. You have to go to like, you feel like at a 5, but you got to go to like 95.
It is a reality show.
Right.
And yes, it does snapshot a reality, but there's so many more seconds and hours in the day.
We
in
film
24
for hours. We film for hours, and they chop the scenes down to like 2 minutes.
And shout out to editing, because that's what their job is to do, is to edit, is to cut, is to create
they could have edited it a little bit.
To be fair, I'm just saying people were doing their job. They were doing their job.
Of course.
So at the end of the day, it is a snapshot. It is very instant.
And they're going to create whatever story is going to have the people talking, and y'all motherfuckers was talking.
And thank you for that.
Y'all was talking.
We accept dialogue, okay?
Yeah. But y'all have to understand, y'all are not getting like the whole like story, honestly, truly. And I feel like for me, it was a little upsetting because a lot of people are following me from, my past show and, just following me over years on social media. And they're like, who is this person? Like, I liked
what
you
happened
before.
since then?
What happened?
That's the same.
It kind of like broke my heart to see like people have this reaction like, oh, you're not the person that I thought you were, because they only saw like one opinion, I guess, of me. So, it was a little heartbreaking at first. It was a little shocking, I would say, at first. I just wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. It's a new feeling.
Yeah, it is.
It's a new feeling.
I mean, it's a feeling that I never felt before.
Exactly.
I'm not mad about it. The only time it crossed the line when you come from my kid.
Yeah,
like, we don't play.
Let's just talk about that for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we are public figures, and respectfully, y'all really just don't know us. And I'm gonna say this I don't want to speak for y'all, but I know I can speak for y'all in this tone. Family is off limits. Yeah. Our children, we love our families. We work tirelessly to support them, surround them with love. We educate them, and it's disrespectful when you start to come for our families. Y'all don't really know us like that. And when it comes to that, we are lionesses. We show up for each other. We show up for our family. And this has nothing to do with them. Okay.
Right.
We're big girls. We're big women at our big ages,
big old ages.
Big ages. We're big old ages.
That's what they say.
Big gentrified, whatever the quotes are. But we low key, we're human too, and we really are just very proud of where we are as women, as where we are as just our big old ages. Yeah. So keep the kids
out of it.
I
think my biggest thing was if I could go back and change anything, remember, I don't have control over this show. I wish they could show more instead of me coming off, because I don't like how I was portrayed. Like, I did come off and I don't appreciate how it looked. Me stepping outside and not knowing what's going on the inside, it didn't look good, approaching Stoney, because
good for you to say that and recognize that, Sharelle.
Yeah, because I have kids and it does come off like I feel like I'm better than her. And y'all know I'm not like that. I'm not that type of female. But I did have my holdbacks on the reason why I didn't want to deal with her, and it definitely didn't have to do with a sex tape. And they didn't show that. And that was my biggest issue. It made it seem like it was a sex tape, revenge porn. No, which was in the forefront. Right. She didn't have control over that sex tape.
Correct.
But I feel like looking at it from a TV point of view, they needed to introduce her. So all the other stuff, what I had reserved, while I was reserved from her, didn't matter. The thing that mattered from a production point of view was her sex tape, because that's what she was known for. Two big public figures were attached to that sex tape, 50 Cent and Rick Ross. So of course they had to highlight that.
And low key, we forgot that there are moving parts of this too. This was a brought up issue that does surround her in her storyline and just very much who she is and how she's overcoming it, which low key could have highlighted Stoney in a different way too.
Correct.
Hence her boutique, hence her searching out for help and really just some kind of, she's still open to like receiving. So I feel like it started to triculate a little bit, but then obviously for entertainment purposes. So I'm going to say this. We need a season 2.
Yeah.
Just so we can tie some loose ends.
Right.
We can reintroduce.
Yes,
we can
please.
bring
The
out some
correct
vibes. You know what I mean? We can really show and highlight. Now that y'all have got a snippet, a very tiny snippet of introduction of who we are as cast members, let's turn it up a notch. Y'all keep supporting us. Y'all keep tuning in.
Right.
And we will have a second season. And now we know better. We'll do better.
But you know what? I started off saying like, the comments that we received were a little shocking, but I do appreciate the comments that were saying like, we want to see like your family and we want to see, because, we did film those things. So I hope,
Yes.
the people, they will see that.
It was really a WAG, right? What's the WAG?
I hope they see
Yeah.
those comments
Yes.
and will not cut those scenes out, because we
Yes.
absolutely filmed family scenes and how we do life and our businesses. And the things that make us who we are, and why we are different, and what Black excellence looks like.
That's
and
part two.
the
Part
things
two.
that we really wanted to show, because we know everybody's tired of seeing like the drama and like, of course there has to be
the
drama.
colorism. I hate that.
Yes.
Yeah, they just threw that in there.
If I can go back and change it, I would wish Stoney would be a light-skinned girl, because I hate how the fans take the narrative and like, oh, a light-skinned girl against
But
a
that's
dark
crazy
skin.
to
You
me
almost
that
want to
they're
take the color
That's
out.
crazy to me that they're
Yeah.
saying that though, because after Jules' fight, she said her little comment about like, this is my real hair and all that. It's like, you didn't say anything about
No, I never
her skin color or anything like that, but you have another cast member that says
And I have
like
beautiful
blatant
chocolate women that
tone deaf comments,
Right.
and they don't say anything about, her being whatever she is. You know what I mean?
I think people join the trend. Like they hear a certain thing and then they just
Gravitate to that.
gravitate to that.
Whoever
Like,
started that Mean Girl trend.
But let me just be real with y'all.
Miranda, MJ ass.
In our communities, that has been an issue for decades.
It has.
The house in word or the field in word. If you're lighter or a paper brown bag test, then you pass. So
man rapping about red bones.
it's 2025. I mean, y'all know what my children look like. It was highlighted on the show. I have all shades.
I do too.
All shades.
I got
This was
12
happens.
all shades.
But this is what happens when, Black couples procreate. You're gonna get everything.
Yeah.
You're gonna get whatever's gonna come out. So the colorism thing was very
I think it's
I
just
hate
an
that.
easy.
It
I
was
think it's just
had.
an easy
I hated that.
thing
It's
to
surface.
throw in.
It's surface.
I hate,
It's surface.
Out of everything about the show, I hated the colorism, because y'all know it's better than anybody.
It's unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That affected me
Do
the
y'all
most.
really think I was a mean girl on the show? Like,
No, I
be
think you
honest.
was guilty by association.
That's what I was gonna
Because
say.
I'm like,
it was grouped.
tell me what part, what did I say?
But
You
see,
just
the thing
didn't
about it
have the other side of it shown. It was only one side. It wasn't like,
Right.
I
That's how
might
I
feel
felt
bad
too.
about it, or this is how I feel because the other.
But you
softer
understand
side.
TV, and the question that you asked to Sade was it was part
it's
of the
valid.
show. It was very
it's
valid.
to get conversation. It's to
But you
get,
never disrespected any female.
I didn't. I didn't call
supported-
nobody
you never
out their
had
name.
You never had a.
I showed up on time. I did
if
my
anything,
job.
Stoney came for you.
She did.
She was like, "Oh, are they swingers?"
Yeah.
Like you never.
Out the blue.
You never disrespected.
I've never disrespected or said anything negative about anybody. When I was asked my opinion about a certain
You said
situation,
it.
I gave it.
Against going
Yeah, actually, test my ass.
again, going back to directness.
Yeah, I'm just direct about how I feel. If you ask me
But-
my opinion, I'm gonna give it.
I think that's the issue. Like people think that directness is equivalent to meanness, being a mean girl, and that's not true.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I'm a Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we get bad reps for being,
Look, it
Little
was times
bossy
when we
bitches.
was filming. I was like, no, Ashley, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Man, do what?
When we was at Haku, I was like, no, I promise you, it's a speakeasy. It's like a speakeasy. No,
I love
bitch,
speakeasies.
we need to replay that. We need to put this. You remember? You don't remember that?
I got a bad memory, child.
It was all the wine you was drinking.
Yeah, maybe.
But Ashley
It's all a blur.
Ashley is definitely an alpha female,
She
and the bitch be running shit. So I hated that part about you because I know how you are, and to call you A minion.
a lapdog, a minion.
Wait.
Yeah.
So we gotta highlight these.
Yeah. Lapdog, minion. I just work for Sharelle.
You work for Sharelle.
But let's get that clear. So these the agents who work for me, they are their own employees. Their license are up under mine. I take a commission. They do their own job. I don't tell them what to do, how to do it, whatever.
So you house.
Yeah.
You house this.
I'm my broker.
I'm the broker, and they do
we got to break it down for those who do not know.
I place my license under her. You know, she takes any like liability or, you know, like.
Got you.
I have the insurance if they fuck up. That's it.
See that?
But they do their own thing. They on their own schedule. They get 1099s. If you're a business owner,
I cut
Let
her
them know.
a check, actually.
Exactly. She go out. That's how I get paid.
Right. Period. Let's be clear.
Cutting checks, receiving checks.
Period.
That's what's going on.
Just so y'all
The
know.
only way I get paid if Ashley go out and grind. That's how.
And there we go. So it seems like it's a supportive relationship.
It is.
Because if she is out here doing her thing and motivating and bringing back checks, then you get paid. It's win-win.
And
I love that for
the
you.
other thing that was the issue. A lot of people were asking in regards to MJ and Stoney. Oh, MJ ghetto. She always fighting. She this. She that. She the third.
I didn't like that either.
MJ. I'm responsible for MJ.
Hence why she has her license under you again.
She has her license up under me. So I can't just throw her away. She's young. She's only 22. I have to guide her. She has no guidance. So
Yes.
I have to guide her and teach her. She's in love.
She is.
I don't know if she is or was, but she was in love during the time. And we all have been there. We all have reacted.
Hence
out of
why I'm
emotions.
glad they did show the conversation. I'm double her age, low key. And, you know, I was forced in this lifestyle at 20 also. So I can relate to her. This is different though. She is in a different industry as far as music and entertainment. I was in the sports world being young in this.
Yeah.
So that's already a nighttime dark cloud. And on top of that, you're dealing with being from a city where also the father of your children is known too.
Yeah.
That put that city on a map in his own right. And so it just comes with a lot of heaviness. And I feel like she listens.
She does.
MJ is
and
very
she really
smart.
looks up to us.
She does.
And the reason, and this is what
She
people don't
does.
know, like
So I
the
love it for
reason
her.
why I hired MJ, it wasn't because of Kodak. It wasn't because of who she was. MJ called me and she was like, I really want to work for you. I look up for you. I seen Sell in Tampa. She practiced a cold call. She was like, how does this sound? And like, she has so much drive.
She does have drive.
But it's like when you're young and you're in love.
This is a
dumb
lot of
and full
energy for
confidence.
her.
We all
Yeah,
been
we
there
all
before.
been there.
Let me tell you
It's like,
something.
I see so much in that little girl.
I do too. I see me in her.
I told her I cried. Like I had tears when we were in that. I don't think they showed that. But I was like, I used to be you. Like I literally used to be you. People don't know I grew up in the projects. I was raised in the projects. I didn't have shit. I couldn't
which is a
open up
different
Christmas
defense.
gifts.
It's a defense
And
mechanism.
It brings tears to my eyes because it's like I want so much for her. I'm sorry.
But you can feel her. You feel her spirit, her energy.
Because I see so much. That girl she is amazing.
She's a gem.
So talented.
She really is, Sharelle.
And if I can go back and change the hands of times, that's what I'm trying to tell her. Don't make the mistakes that we made.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because we have been through it all.
We really have. She has vision. Shout out to MJ.
I love you, MJ.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
love
She got
you.
me tearing up because
Yeah,
I see
we
so
see
much
it.
of myself. I used to fight. I used to do all that. But it's not worth it. You have
It's
two
not.
beautiful babies.
Yeah.
You're so talented.
She really
So
is.
talented. This girl can sell a fucking home.
She can.
I done cut 6-figure checks for MJ. I done witnessed her grinding in the studio. Like the girl is so talented.
And taking care of them babies.
Exactly. While taking care
And
of
she's
these
so
babies.
young.
She
You don't
is
have
young.
a point to prove to nobody.
She's
Get
so
out there and
young.
hustle before it's too late.
You know, she's
I'm over here being a
MJ.
big crybaby because that's
You can say that.
Like this is like my little sister.
But you can feel it, and you gave her a chance, Sharelle.
And I'm still gonna. I'm not gonna give up on her.
No, you're not.
This is the stuff that they need to show.
And they are.
Like, hello.
It's a beautiful blessing to have our
These are real
Black
relationships,
business
you know,
in our platform, guys.
positive relationships.
Yes, yes.
And I just pray for season 2 that they allow us to
They
show
will.
that.
Yeah, MJ, let me tell you, like, I'm happy she came to my home and listened.
That was
was
the
a great
most
scene.
beautiful scene. Like it was. She always say, "Oh, you always preaching to me. You always preaching to me."
Yeah.
But that right there, that was my favorite scene. out
Thank
of
you
the
for that.
whole
It was
season.
She pulled
very
up, you know.
heartwarming.
I could relate to her. Let me tell you something. MJ's brave, braver than I am.
She
Let me
is.
tell you something. Like, so
Yeah.
I admire your bravery because there's been many a times I wanted to crash out. Many a times where I
Which
want
I
to pull
did
up.
crash out.
I'm just saying, pull up and show out.
That's what I did. That's why I
So
said
she's more brave than I am. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So MJ, I resonated with you because I saw something in you that I did not see in me in that bravery. And so keep that same energy, keep that same
No, we
spark.
gotta change the energy.
No, I'm saying like just
She
her
can't be fighting
courage.
everybody, girl. You gonna be fighting
Her courage,
for
not
everybody.
fighting, we not.
You gotta.
You know, I don't want to see my girl no more
We can't
mug
feel
shots and stuff. I'm not
Listen.
saying that. I'm just saying her bravery. We're gonna change that energy
I just
into
hope
courage
she
to
focuses
something else.
on herself.
That's it.
right
Yes.
now.
That
I think
bravery,
because
yeah.
if she don't, she'll be fighting every day.
You know, it's fight or flight. It's like
At
all
this
my life.
point, MJ, you can't fight
All my
everybody.
life I had to fight.
But
Okay.
it's just a
Focus on
defense
yourself.
mechanism. She's going through some things, and we
Focus
have
on
to give
yourself.
grace.
It's postpartum.
It's
Yeah.
100%.
It's all of that. Yes.
It's a lot of energy.
And
It's
your
a lot.
pride. Like she held that person down.
She did.
When they was locked up, she wrote letters to the judge. I seen it all.
Yeah.
And people don't know that. So it's
all
like
good.
I gave my all and held you down.
Yes.
And I come back to this. And
Right.
people don't see that. It's like
And we can all relate to that in some kind of way.
course.
Disappointment
Yeah.
and uneasiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And trying to figure it out too. You know, we all are trying to figure it out still to this
Still
day.
trying to
to this
figure it
day.
out.
Still to this day.
Still trying to
All of
figure it
us are trying to figure it out.
We all on this journey together.
We sure are. We sure are. And speak of trying to figure things out, what do y'all think about this talk of like the soft life?
You know, I love it. I love it for especially us Black girls. I feel like, you know, we're tapping into something that other cultures, I feel like it's like their norm.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we're like, why not us too?
Ooh.
You know, why don't we
Okay.
deserve
I like that, Ash.
You know, I feel like for a long time, Black women have to be strong and
Yes.
supportive and
Yes.
aggressive and assertive and all these, you know, strong words, but we can be soft too. We're
but
allowed to be soft.
how can you transition to that soft when you've been so hard your whole life? It's
Oh, that's a great question.
how can you do it?
I feel like we're still learning
a
it.
question. That's something I need to answer because I felt like, you know, growing up it was hard, and then going into the military in a predominantly male division, 82nd Airborne Division, I had to be hard
Yeah.
for 13 years, and then going to SOCOM, Afghanistan. It's like, okay, now
I think it's like a mentality. I think it's like a choice of like where you want to be mentally. Like a lot of people, you know, for whatever reasons, they live in like survival mode, you know,
That's how I
because
feel like
of
I'm
trauma,
living.
you know, past
It's
trauma,
the trauma.
childhood trauma,
Generational.
you know? So I think
Yes.
like taking care of that, going to therapy, healing whatever part of you that keeps you in that survival mode. And then once you can process that trauma, you make the choice, like, this is the life that I want to live.
Right.
This is the mental space that I want to be in. You know what I mean? But
I love that,
you got to
Ash.
do
And
whatever it is.
I think I'm
love that.
going through that part right now. Like I do go to therapy, and I just need to learn to say it's okay for the man to be the alpha.
But
It's
you have
okay
to find a space where you feel safe to do
Right.
that too. So, and I'm not saying like a man to feel safe
of
because you don't
course.
need a man
feel,
for you to
of
have a
course.
soft life.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, whatever it means for you to feel safe, like an environment, the people around you, your career, you know, financially, all of that, you know, you have to be safe. You have to feel secure, you know, in yourself to even have a mentality, you know, I think to be out of like survival mode.
I think the secure part I have. My problem is it's the fear of of neglect, the fear of
Rejection.
failure, the fear of rejection, all those things that I have to work on.
I feel like over time, and to your point, Ash, and also you, Sharelle, over time, it was always Black women that had to show up. Our voices were heard. Our voices were carried. We nurtured. We also nursed. We also poured into. And to me, it goes back to self-love. It goes back to self-worth. It also goes about also saying no. Because we have been used, we have been stretched to our limits, we have been poked and prodded, we have been experimented on because of our essence. And so it goes back to us really elevating who we are and knowing who we are. So soft life to me is breaking generational curses. It is talking to people because we used to take all of this in and keep it inside.
Hold it.
Right.
And then we explode like a volcano. And I'm getting chill bumps saying that because we would take so much, but we were also leading. We were silent leaders because as women, we were always behind. We were always the backbone. We were always the soul, the nurturers.
Yeah.
But now times are now starting to shift. They're turning because we are needed.
That's right.
Not only are we needed to help rear and to motivate and to teach and to show the children in the next generation, but we're also needed for our men. We're needed to help soften them up too because they are hard. They have these shells. They need to be penetrated with our essence and our soul. So I look at
preach, Lex.
it's real though.
That is.
Yeah.
That's what like exudes the soft life for me because I've had to like really understand what the power of no means. Because
that's a powerful word.
it is. We have to like, it's no, I'm not going to do this. No, I need to be paid for this. No, I'm not going to show up in this way if you haven't showed up for me. No. And so that's becoming a soft life for me because I feel like I was taking too much on.
Yeah.
Unnecessary heaviness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, and that's becoming generational for us as Black women. We're taking it on. We're taking all the darts.
That's true.
And it's time for us to like go to therapy. We're changing the narrative.
Right.
We are listening to people. We're knowing our resources. We understand the Black dollar, everything that comes through
we're
households.
saying no
We're saying no
to unnecessary
That's
shit.
softness.
Right.
Yes.
The politics that's going on right now, we don't need to be in the forefronts like Shirley Chisholm. She was out there fighting for our rights, being the first Black woman to run for president. We are falling back. We tried. We can only do so much. So we're going to do things behind the scenes. We got our families. We got our friendships. We got our faith. We have all of that. And I know it's time for us.
Yeah.
And I love this for us. And soft air is not just a feminine thing. It's also for men too.
That's
It's reading a book. It's knocking off goals. It's
Communicating.
It's communication.
I think Phil lives a very soft life. He's
Really?
living that retired life.
Tell me about it.
I
Tell
be
us
watching
about
him.
it.
He wake up. He go work out in the gym. He'll make his
Look, we
little.
seen Phil when he
So
was like
routine
slow
can be
motion.
soft.
Yeah,
and like
he's living his best life, honey.
I love that for him
No,
and us,
really,
though.
it really is something to see because I'm just like, wow, like this is
he
nice.
what a
supports
transition
you.
for
He
you,
does.
Ash.
And he supports you.
He does support me.
He
but
does.
like you said, it's for men too.
It is.
And I love that. I love that.
We
for him.
deserve it. We've earned it, and it's time.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's time.
I love seeing on social media, you know, everybody posting like their little routines,
Yes.
whether it's like their skincare routines or their
Workout
workout routines. I see you in your workout routines.
My little
very
pose.
motivational.
Yeah.
Very motivational.
Yeah.
You're right.
No.
You're right. The skincare and what you're pouring into yourself. That's soft life.
It is.
It's time. It's time for us to like get that going.
Y'all listen. That was amazing, Lex. I swear you need to be an inspiration coach or a life coach or something.
She's the
because you
Humble
always-
Baddies life coach.
Yes.
You know, Lex life lessons. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, let's go.
Now we got our favorite, one of our favorites, which is Hot Girl.
Hot
Yes.
Girl Headlines. Okay,
Hot
so today in
Girl.
Hot Girl Headlines, we're talking about the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance. And y'all know there was so much speculation, controversy about whether Kendrick
They did
Lamar...
Lil Wayne wrong.
Well, you know what? Let's get into that because Lil Wayne, he hasn't put out an album in how long?
Yeah, but he got like 14.
Yes.
And
Okay. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Okay, I'm
here.
listening. I'm listening.
So do y'all feel like Kendrick Lamar, does he deserve to be on the big stage?
he does, but
I
not
do.
for New Orleans.
Not for New Orleans?
Okay, can we take... So we all know how Super Bowl works, being, you know, in the sports and entertainment industry. These cities have already been set. So you already know the projection of what city is going to be.
Right.
Am I a Hot Boys fan? 100%. The Birdman calls and the XYZ. Yes. Is that New Orleans essence and juvie? Yes, it is.
My
it
love is
is.
so
I personally
Come
think
on now.
Lil Wayne should have been in there, but I still have hope. I feel like Kendrick might bring him out.
But
And I go so hard.
Oh yeah, see, we still got lyrics. Like, I get it, right?
Yeah.
We want to highlight people who did put New Orleans on the map for music, right?
Yep.
But we have to look at it like this. Super Bowl is also a business. And so is the NFL. And so
Right.
is this platform. And Kendrick, on the last 16 to 24 months, has been exceedingly in the forefront of the entertainment.
We should have had
business.
him a few years ago when it was in LA.
I get it. 100%. So I don't think it has to do with who is from where, because
Right,
of the
of course.
city of
doesn't.
New Orleans has been preparing for the influx of tourists.
For years.
We
already knew the schedule.
Respectfully, we don't even know if Lil Wayne declined. We don't even know.
I think he did.
He did.
Put out
He
a-
was
He said he
upset.
was upset.
So,
upset.
he was upset that
Yeah.
he
That
didn't get chosen.
picked. Yes.
Okay, so
Look,
there we go.
Yes, because I'm a Lil Wayne fan, baby.
I am too.
And I was
Weezy F
on,
Baby.
on the news.
Please
like,
save the
what's
baby.
going on?
But honestly, even if it wasn't Lil Wayne, I think it's a little premature for Kendrick. Like, I love Kendrick. Like, I think he's a great artist, but I feel like the Super Bowl is such a big stage. And I feel like,
Huge.
I mean, I don't know that he's put in his time yet. Like, I
I feel like he put in his time, but to come to New Orleans and pick Kendrick Lamar over Lil
it's
Wayne.
a little bit of a slap in
It's
the face.
huge.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
is
know. I
huge.
just don't. I feel like, you know, everybody's watching the Super Bowl, right?
Everybody is.
Does everybody
Shout out
know
to my
Kendrick Lamar's
Chiefs.
music like worldwide like that? Is
Yes,
he?
Yes,
I think so.
They do.
Okay, I didn't know.
But
Yes.
Lil Wayne
I feel like Lil Wayne
But
is
Lil Wayne has
bigger.
a broader platform than
that's
Kendrick
what
Lamar.
That's what I think
Yeah.
too.
Lil Wayne is a staple, 100%. He has longevity, you know, and we have seen the evolution of Lil Wayne for
So
sure.
do y'all think that Drake feels some kind of way too?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think
'Cause
so.
He tried to sue like the streaming companies about
for
you
the
know,
beef though, like that's separate.
right?
But now
but
that
you don't think
Kendrick
him
is up
being on
there.
that Kendrick
feel
being on that you know platform, you don't think that made Drake even more?
I think Champagne Poppy has a lot more distractions going on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
That's what I.
We ain't talking about Champagne Poppy right now. We're talking about Drake and Lil Wayne. I feel like Lil Wayne, if Lil Wayne need to make an entrance for Super Bowl.
Well, hopefully Kendrick
Halftime.
Lamar will be respectful and shine some light on Lil Wayne and let him perform a song or two.
Does he have?
I think he would
Who else is gonna
earn
be
a
on
lot
there?
of like aura points if he did that.
I
You
like
know?
that.
Shared the stage.
Respectfully, right?
I better
Yeah.
see Lil Wayne on that Super Bowl stage.
But you know, over time, we have gravitated to the halftime show. Like, do
it's
you feel
very
like
important.
it overshadows the
No.
actual game?
it's important for the women.
It
Yeah,
is.
I
You know,
mean-
like when Rihanna came and I knew she was pregnant when she performed. I was like, this is not the Rihanna.
Yeah, she wasn't
that
quite.
I know.
She wasn't
Yeah.
quite.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, I was like, yeah.
No,
my baby
I think
pregnant.
in general, like halftime show has been big since Michael
is.
Jackson.
But the
Yes.
halftime
Michael
show
Jackson
is
put it
for
on the map.
for
Yes.
the women.
I feel like it's for everybody.
It's for everybody.
I feel like
It is, but the
people
women
look
come.
forward to the halftime show. Like ever since Michael Jackson,
Yeah,
like
Bruno Mars has been dope.
It's been a
Yes.
big
The
thing.
Weeknd.
It's like
Janet,
the biggest platform.
everybody.
That's why there's so much fuss over it because it is literally the biggest stage in
And
the
you
world.
don't
So
get
many
paid.
people tune in. Right, exactly. But
You don't get paid.
It's so much exposure. The whole
It
world
is.
is watching. It's like considered one of the biggest stages to perform more. And speaking of big
like-
stages, our girl Beyonce
Yes.
is headed back on tour. She surprised us with a little post over the night suggesting that we have a Cowboy Carter tour coming out soon.
Yeah, that's why we represent our Ivy Park.
Okay.
I got on my vintage Ivy Park. I've
Vintage,
always
baby.
been, a avid Beyonce fan at Ivy Park.
I be throwing them bees at them coming.
I went to the Renaissance tour 3 times.
Beyonce has collected a lot of coins from my household.
Period.
Okay.
And I will be in attendance for
Dressing
this
like a
Cowboy
cowgirl.
Carter tour.
I love Beyonce's evolution over time, just from even Destiny's Child to being a
Yes.
solo artist. We've seen her grow into her own,
I
an
still
icon.
remember my mom
everything,
took
everything.
me when I was
everything.
10 years old to go see Destiny's Child. We lived in Columbia, South Carolina at the time. And we drove to Charlotte in a terrible storm. All the way to Charlotte, just me and my mom. And they were opening up for Christina Aguilera. And I will never forget. That's like a core memory for me. Just going with my mom. My mom went out her way to make sure
those
I saw
tickets and
Destiny's
go.
Child, girl.
Yes.
So this for me, like to see her growth, to see her as a mom, to see her,
and still killing it and putting
Yes.
her
She's
child on.
fly.
to see how she's such a businesswoman.
Yes, marketing
I
is
mean,
insane.
it's an amazing journey to see, to watch.
We're gonna be
to
on that
witness.
cowgirl. We're going to see.
Cowboy
Yes.
Carter. I love how she has just brought in the culture.
Yeah,
She's highlighting who we are in our essence. She's highlighting that she's from Texas, and Texas is known for the cowboy and country era. So how she has shifted genres and from pop to R&B to now she'll sprinkle a little rap, every now and then. She is the essence of culture for America. And not only just America, but I would say global too, but just highlighting what it is to be an American woman and just glowing
Absolutely.
up. I love this for her.
she's
love
a
it.
32-time Grammy Award-winning artist.
32.
Yes, the first Black woman to headline Coachella.
Come on now, Baychella was hopping.
And she is a philanthropist and an activist with her Bay Good Foundation. And she's really setting an example for women all over the world. So she's definitely a humble baddie.
Yes, she
Cheers
is.
to our boo Beyonce.
I love it.
Yes,
I love
yes.
how she just pops out too, will just drop something for us.
Yeah.
I love
You
it
know,
too.
Have y'all
Just enough.
tried her hair care line?
I have. I've
It's
tried
good.
it. It's really good. I like her
definitely good.
mask, her hair mask.
Yes.
I'm into masks.
Get
Yeah.
us right. It gets us conditioned
Yes.
and ready to go.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
our humble
Sacred.
baddie.
Yes.
Shout out to Beyonce. Thank you so much for being iconic.
Well, that's it for the hot girl headlines. Now it's time for the
Yes.
humble baddie mail.
Yes.
What you got, Sharelle?
Ooh, I got the humble baddie.
Who we got
Damn.
today?
Carolina Thompson from Richmond, Virginia. Hey, Carolina.
Okay, BA in the
All right,
house.
BA.
First of all, hello, ladies.
Hi.
Hey, Carolina. I appreciate the work you bosses put towards our beautiful Black community in Florida. I am hoping to visit one day. Come on, girl. We're going to show you a good time. I aspire to be like you, Sharelle, coming from the same military background. Oh, Carolina. I am actually currently serving in the Army. I've been stationed in career for the past 3 years. I'm 21 years old with my 11-month-old baby girl and husband. I just want to provide for my family while being a boss-ass chick. My question is, how did you manage being away from your kid and your family while away? I am looking forward to hearing more on you ladies' podcast. Thank you, queens. Oh, Carolina. Listen, Carolina, it's very hard and it hurts at times. Like, you have to look at the bigger picture. And I know some people may not understand it. You're going to receive judgment, but you can't look at that. The bigger picture is the long-term outcome. It was hard for me. I did not want to leave my daughter when I joined the military. I deployed to Afghanistan twice, but I knew it was the best decision for me and my kids. Sometimes you have to take sacrifices.
Right.
And you look at the bigger picture. Don't worry about what people say because people are going to judge you. But you know what you're getting at the end goal. And that's a great life for you and your kids. So that was my main goal, sticking it throughout the whole 13 years. And look at me now. Like, I'm not perfect, but my kids are in a better situation than I was when I was their age. And it's amazing. You just got to do what's best for you and your kids.
Absolutely.
And it requires taking sacrifices. So
Well said. I think that's going to relate to so many people.
It
A lot
really
of
is.
people in the military don't talk about that. They don't talk about, how it feels as a mom to be away from your kids. It's already hard enough to be going through postpartum. I know her baby is young. Your baby's
Very young.
So that's a lot in itself. And then to just put like the distance, being in the Army, being in that type of environment, being in a whole nother country with a whole different culture, like there's so much on you.
It's a lot going on.
Just really, focus on yourself, focus on your baby, do what's best for y'all. And just, like Sharelle said, it's all about the long-term investment that you're making.
And I promise you, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
I could add just a little bit to it. I can't resonate with like having that situation happen to me. I can only attest to a little bit with my baby girl, Asada, being at boarding school away prematurely than when I thought she would be leaving the house. So it's about sacrifice, but it's also getting your job done and taking care of yourself too. And these babies will be okay, especially with support systems and very much so a surrounding support group.
Yeah.
In the long run, they are getting educated. They are learning so much and the babies will be okay. And mama is doing what she got to do. Like,
Right.
That's what really counts. So I just think it's commendable. And as long as you have a support system, it's going to be beneficial to everybody.
Have faith, keep God first,
That's
and don't
right.
give up. You know what your end goal is, and you know who you are sacrificing
That's
for.
right. That's right.
Absolutely.
We love you, Carolina, and we
Thank
wish
you
you
so
nothing
much
but
for
the
that.
best.
Thank you for writing in.
Yes.
We love our Humble Baddies mail. If you guys want to write in, if you have questions that you want to ask or you need advice on anything, please write into
Contact@humblebaddies.com.
and
Yes.
we will get back to you. We would love to feature your questions here.
Please.
We thank you. Here's another episode of Humble Baddies. Make sure you subscribe. You can follow me at Rosado _ on Instagram.
I'm Ashley Nicole.
And I'm Alexis _Stoudemire.
Subscribe to Humble Baddies
Please.
on YouTube. We need you guys. And also, don't forget, we are giving $2,500 away to one lucky business owner.
Let's go.
Whether you're starting off or you want to enhance your marketing to get more business, send over your one page, a half a paragraph message to Humble Baddies Podcast, and we're going to pick a winner.
All right, guys, we love you. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.